Hi all, Allison Gardner here, your communications expert. Let's talk communication. When was the last time that you had a whole ton on your head? Okay, so maybe not on it, but in it. And you were feeling overwhelmed, and you were feeling frustrated, and you were feeling like there's just too much to keep track of. Generally, I've found when that happens, that means that I need to communicate. And either I need to communicate with myself or I need to communicate with someone around me. And generally, if you've gotten to that point of feeling overwhelmed or feeling frustrated or feeling like there's too much, it's because you're avoiding something. But our brain does so much to protect us and does so much to help us that sometimes we don't even know what we're avoiding. We feel fear and we run. So, the next time that you're feeling this, here's my tip number 1. Sit down and find out what's actually there. Find out what's going on in your brain. Find out what's freaking you out. Find out what you're working so hard to avoid. Write it all out. And after you've written it all out, go through your list. What are ways that you communicate with yourself? Maybe you need to put it in your calendar. Maybe you need to just touch base with somebody else and make sure you're both on the same page. Maybe it's a really weird conversation that you're working really hard to not have. Now, here's the thing about avoidance. Because we want to be safe and because uncomfortable things tell us we're not safe, we can put in 5 hours worth of energy and work to avoid a conversation by putting in other shortcuts that aren't that short, by bringing extra people into the equation that don't actually belong in the equation, or saying things really passive-aggressively and then being really frustrated when the people around us have no idea what we're talking about. So go through that list and actually star the things that you've been avoiding. And just think it for yourself. Is it worth it to you to have a 5-minute, slightly uncomfortable conversation or put in 5 hours worth of uncomfortable work? If you decide it's worth the 5 minutes of an uncomfortable conversation, come back next week or maybe a couple days, and I'll give you a tip about how to prepare for that uncomfortable situation so you can actually say what you mean instead of drowning in your own discomfort. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!